all started back in 1991 when my parents brought home a 1987 Ford Thunderbird. My love affair for T-Birds began. Um, in 2006, my dad had brought me a project car I had found in the paper. It was a 1984 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe 235 speed. In its current state like this, the transmission was in the back seat. My dad and I went through everything on this car to try and make it nice. We just kind of checked over the motor. It had 127,000 miles on it, and we smacked a head gasket in it and decided to let her go. In 2008, I put it on the road, and it was my daily for quite a while. In '09, we decided to paint it, and I drove it up till about 2015 in various times until it sat for quite a while. Right now, in 2019, I was able to buy this '86 Thunderbird on Facebook for $500 because the '84 was so rotted out. I had a good Virginia shell to mess with this '86. This was a really solid car, but it had 175,000 miles on it and was pretty beat up. It had been in a few wrecks and whatnot. So I decided to take everything apart and paint it and try and clean up as much as I could on a really strict budget because I had lost my job due to COVID. Within 3 weeks, I had the motor in, transmission in, and we did a little test drive down the road with it just to make sure everything was good. And then I started working on the interior. Again, this is over the course of many months during COVID. I was able to find some cloth interior. The car was originally leather. We redid the front suspension, every part, new dashboard. A lot of this is a little bit off on my timeline, but bear with me. We were able to fix a lot of the wiring issues that people had hacked over the years. Just really attention to detail. I was able to make the factory alarm work, and at about this time now was time to drive it. So I had made it my daily for the summer in 2020 and had put about 3,500 miles on it, converted it to Mega Squirt, and at this time I obviously had gotten another job. But it was just such a fun cruiser. And I was able to make stuff like the factory trip minder work, factory radio I went back to with a decent amp, keyless entry, did my own style race car alignments. These pictures coming up here are definitely current. As of 2020, this is what she looked like. A lot of parts from the other car. Thank God I had the other car to use. It was pretty much a scale model, obviously, of what needed to go where, which was perfect. These pictures are current. Me trying to do body work, which is kind of laughable, but I'm an amateur and I'm learning how to do it, and I love it. I'm having a lot of fun playing with metal. I hope you guys enjoy this. It'll be pretty cool to be done with it. I'm going back to the factory paint scheme. This car was pretty loaded from the factory. So I want to keep it semi-original, but with modern tastes, like I said, the Mega Squirt and a little bit more boost and whatnot, but still want it to be reliable. So luckily, this has kind of kept me sane during COVID, and I really enjoyed working on cars again, thanks to people like Vice Grip Garage and Junkyard Digs. They've really made it fun again for me after being a mechanic for a long time. It kind of burned me out. But I really look forward to every day trying to build something cool. So I hope that you guys enjoy this.